Andy, you're the guy in charge of this. I know you have a lot of ideas of how to reach these people. Help us understand what you're going to do, because it's not that they can't get it, they don't want it.
Good morning, Stephanie. Well, look, I think we should just take a little bit of stock of where we are. 150 million Americans have had at least their first shot. I think that's extraordinary, and it's happened probably more quickly than we expected. Look, here's what we know. We know that some people make very quick decisions about whether to get a vaccine or not, and some people want a little more time to consider whether they should or not. There's no right or wrong way to do this. If you have questions you want answered, ask your doctor. If you want to talk to one of the 150 million people that have been vaccinated and see their experience, do that. Look at the data. Look at India and see the results of what happens when you can't get vaccinated. So we're going to just continue to make it easier and easier for people to, one, get their questions answered, and two, take away every inconvenience that would possibly get in the way. So you can text your zip code to get vax. We will now be offering free rides from Lyft and Uber, thanks to the donations from those companies. And we're going to have more and more places and more ease for you to be able to get vaccinated. And I think most Americans will continue to do the job.
I would guess, help me understand who that person is who's not getting vaccinated, because if I'm someone who doesn't have access to get to a vaccination center, I'm guessing I don't have the ability to go online or text or get myself a Lyft.
Well,
I'm thinking about my parents, right? If I wasn't clicking and getting them an appointment, they wouldn't have gotten one.
Well, we have a hotline, an 800 number that people can use now that can help them get an appointment. You can call Uber and Lyft's line. There's a quick way to do that. And then, of course, if there's a text service, you can just text. But a lot of folks are people who are more of a situation where it's not that they necessarily don't have access. It's that they're younger, and it's not as much of a priority for them. They may feel like, oh, what's the big deal if I get COVID? They may not understand that you have long-term symptoms. They may not understand that they can spread it. It's just not as high a priority. So for them, the ease is really important because they've had all their other vaccines. It's not so much that they don't like vaccines. It's that they haven't really considered this very much. And so we're just going to make it easier and easier.
Is it working? Because we should mention that the 7-day average for immunizations is actually going up. Is that all of these outreach campaigns?
Well, look, we are, I think, the administration that will do and try everything. We consider this a wartime effort, so we will absolutely be pouring it on. And yes, I think that 6% of adults or so got vaccinated last week. We can continue up to keep that pace up. We will be doing fine. But what's most important is that we just get people individually their messages. We show people that we actually respect the fact that they may want to think about whether or not they want to get a vaccine or not. It's not that we should isolate or shame people just because they say, you know what, I've got a few questions. Let's answer their questions. I think people will see the data, and I think they'll end up getting vaccinated.
As an ultimate goal, do you have a total percentage of Americans in your mind that you believe can and will be vaccinated?
Well, look, we obviously want to vaccinate everybody. But if you look at some cities across the country, some states across the country, you're already seeing areas that we have over 75%. You look at nursing homes and older folks, you got people that are you're over 85%. In Israel, the country and in some populations is over 90%. So there's no reason why over time, and again, this doesn't have to happen overnight. There's no reason over time where people won't continue to see people getting vaccinated, and it won't become. I think it will become a routine thing eventually for Americans. They won't question whether or not they should get vaccinated, and I think it'll be the norm. It'll take us a little while to get there. Our immediate goal is to get to 70% by the 4th of July. We think that is a big number and a big opportunity for the country to move forward.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.